Hi everybody, how are you doing today? This is Dawn with Scrapbook Sage. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing fantastic. I've got some sweet things I want to share with you today. Um, I haven't been online for a while. I've just been making a lot of scrapbooks, a lot of ephemera, getting things into the shop. But I'm going to try to do videos a little bit more. And I was inspired by a good friend of mine, Yvette Quale. You can check her out. She's got her own YouTube channel, and she's also on Etsy. I'll try to remember to put her links below. And but we met for lunch. We met halfway for lunch on the coast on the Oregon coast this weekend, and she was really sweet to give me this beautiful glue dangle, and she does some of the most amazing bead work. I know if you guys watch her, you'll be just addicted by both her bead and her ephemera work. So she does this hand stitching with ephemera, and these are pieces of ephemera that she created and gave to me. So I thought that was very sweet. We did an exchange. I gave her some book pages and old like 1940s ephemera with motorcycles. She's doing a motorcycle digital or journal for a friend of hers, and then she also gave me some napkins and a couple other things. But I was surprised that well, not surprised because it's who she is, but she gave me some amazing handmade ephemera as well, and these are the pieces that she gave me. So I'm very honored to have these, and it's so fun because we're looking at scrapbook paper that we all may have had in the day. And it's so fun to see how we use the different pieces that we come across. And you get happy memories thinking of the pages that you worked in your own scrapbooks or your own creations as well. So it's fun to look at the different, with us crafters, we have different digitals and favorite papers that we've had access to. And it's fun when we have that shared experience coming from different times and places in our crafting and journal adventures. So I thought I would share some of the I have like 2 napkins in my stash. So she asked, "What do you want?" I was like, "Oh, I would love some napkins." And as always, she really blessed me with some sweet things. So I just thought I would show some of the napkins that I'm going to get to be able to play with later on down the road. That she gifted me. So this was really sweet of her to do that. And yeah, I got to spend some time getting to know Yvette personally. We've admired each other and chatted with each other about each other's work on Lindsay Zenor's site. Lindsay has a consignment shop where you can send your journals, and she will market them for you and find a beautiful home for you. So we both sort of joined, became some artists for Lindsay around the same time. Yvette has been doing, I haven't put anything in Lindsay's shop for about a year, and I didn't do it quite as frequently as Yvette. Yvette has some really amazing skills in both her junk journal design, and her sewing and beading work is just really, we all really appreciate her work. So these are the beautiful napkins that she gave me. So it'll be fun to do some decoupage with those. And speaking of Yvette, I wanted to share another piece of work. I don't have all of it here with me, but we were able to go to a retreat earlier this year, and we had a friend named Sandy who made this beautiful piece for me with ephemera in it. And I think the other gal sent me a couple things earlier, soon after the retreat, but I've used it and incorporated it into my stash already. I hadn't done that yet. And I am going to share Yvette also gifted me, I've got a few samples of paint chips. And then another friend of mine gifted me some beautiful papers. I think they're scrapbook cutoffs. And I did some ephemera made some ephemera out of them. She's a friend from my college days, and so we reconnected in the last couple months, and she has sent me a stash of things, and I wanted to share some of the ephemera that I did using the cutoffs that she gave me. They're really simple pieces of ephemera. They will probably work into my fall collection. It was Calvin Ball last month, and so I was crafting a lot of different things and going in a lot of different ways, where I tend to craft by season. But I had wanted to use those and get those more usable for myself. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys, I don't know if I'll get through it all, but I have some really cool vintage ephemera that, true ephemera, that was gifted to me by my husband's coworker. Her grandmother, unfortunately, had passed away about a month ago, and she gave me a lot of the ephemera out of her home. And look at this beautiful picture. It's just an old, gorgeous photo. And I am so honored to be able to be the keeper of treasures from this family in our community. So look how beautiful that photo is. There's some really old 1915 letters, and even older. I don't know if the letter's in this one. There's not a letter in this. Oh, here it is. And it's so great. A lot of pencil writing. I'm not going to read it because I'm not really great at reading everything. I went through and read, Dear Cousin, how are you? I'm fine and dandy. I hope you are well. One thing, I was reading this to some friends, reading through a few of them through some friends, like, why haven't you written me for a while? So everybody just has that desire to connect. It was really sweet to just sort of see that desire that people just wanted to keep in touch. This is a local ship. Sorry, I've got a glare going there. A local ship called the Peter Iredell. And I take a lot of pictures and do a lot of artwork with the Peter Iredell myself. But in 1906 is when it came on land and became unsalvageable. And it has been quite the tourist location since then. And I'll just grab a handful of these postcards that I also received. I'll hold them at an angle so the glare there isn't too severe. Isn't that cute? Just waiting for an old buggy and cart. But I know we all love seeing the old treasures that we're able to get. So I feel very blessed to have such a sweet access to some great old cards and times in history. Can I be your candy kid? Bonbons. And it looks like 1959. St. Patrick's Annual Parish. December 1945. Price $1. State Hospital, Minnesota. Queen Victoria Memorial, Buckingham Palace, London. So this still has the stamp on it, and it is 1923. So 100 years ago, in November, this was sent. Wow. I hope you all are doing well. Thanks for visiting me if you haven't been to my channel before. My name is Dawn, and I make junk journals, and I will occasionally do flip throughs. I currently sell them at a local shop in Seaside, Oregon. And I had an Etsy shop, and I don't have it active right now. That may change in the future, but at this time, I am just putting items in Crafted in Seaside. I have also the Canna Beach Museum has some of my journals, and Stuart Stubb State Park has some of my journals at this time. So I will be, my goal is to have probably 5 shops that I put my journals in this year. So we'll see how that goes. I have found out that I really prefer to do the crafting and not the marketing. I enjoy doing videos, but I get a little bit concerned. There's so many great videos out there, and I don't know that I have a whole lot of, there's just, I can share things and I'm happy doing that. But I know so many other people have such a great voice and a heart to share the skills that they have. They're really talented with that. So there may be a time that I start crafting again on video. I tend to be a quiet crafter, so I get really focused when I craft. So it takes a little bit of a challenge for me to do craft with me's, since I would get really quiet. But I do a lot of crafting, and I've been having a lot of fun with. I had a lot of fun with Calvin Ball this year. There was a lot of projects. I think I did 14 journals last month, maybe a few more than that. I've done 48 journals this year so far. I did 300 journals last year. No, I've done 74 journals this year. And I did 300 last year. So I've been working really hard on journals. Here's another letter. I'm figuring the postcards are speaking for themselves. Cute. Greetings from the West. I love country stuff. And this is a 1 cent, 1946. So it's a little bit newer. The Wonderland Art Souvenirs. Huron. Newport, Oregon. Back in the day. And this is Gold Beach. Back in the day. Let's see. There we go a little bit. Cowboy taking a bath. I think I won't put that online. He's not showing anything, but still. Hey baby, what's cooking? A little clown there. So the humor back in the day, a little bit different. Another cowboy. Cute. Out in old Wyoming. And this was, they had killed the cows. Oh, that's weird. The Hoffman Pictures, Milestone, Montana, a killing of the cows and spikes. It was printed from a negative. So those are a lot of the different postcards that I had received from her. And here's a couple more here. And an old photo of getting the fish. A non-highway ration card, 1943. And it has a couple of the tickets in it. Very, very cool stuff. And then letters. So this is 1910, April 5th. I'm not going to pull them out and read them. It's just from the source I got them. I don't want to share anything that shouldn't be shared. But I may make some digitals later, depending on the information that's inside of them. And I just think these 2-cent envelopes are just great. If it hasn't a hole, it isn't a lifesaver. It's a little card. And here is a church bulletin for Mass. And some more letters here. And it looks like it was a student play. Probably a little bit later if the typing was in green and stuff like that, I think. And then just a handful more of the letters. So those were really great treasures. 1916. And another commencement, a confirmation little card there. So those are some of the things that I have received in Happy Mail this last year, or this last couple months, and it's been great. This was also part of the collection from my friend's coworker. So I hope you enjoyed looking at all the old goodies. They are a lot of fun to look at. Shout out to both to Yvette, Stephanie, and Sandy, and all the girls from the retreat. You guys have a great week, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye-bye.